Welcome to the Sacred Light Collective, where we explore our experience as a multidimensional spirit in physical form, balancing being in this world but not of it. My name is Ali, your multidimensional guide, so join me as we co-create our shared experiences, conversations with spirit, all things light language, activations and energy as we remember who we truly are. Hello and welcome back to the Sacred Light Collective, my dear friends. I'm so grateful to welcome you back for another episode. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most profound initiations of the soul, and that is encountering dark nights of the soul. And as we are moving through this powerful eclipse corridor from the full moon lunar eclipse through the equinox and to the new moon, the solar eclipse, many of us are experiencing deep inner shifts where old patterns are resurfacing, and maybe even feeling moments that have us sensing or feeling lost or uncertain. And I want to bring this forward because sometimes we can get lost in the feeling of being lost. We can get lost in the uncertainty. We can feel like we're being dragged down old pathways, old places that we don't want to be. And it can feel like we are breaking down, or we're having a breakdown, or being brought to our knees. And I want to bring to your awareness that what if this isn't a breakdown? What if this was a moment of breakthrough? What if this is a sacred invitation into the deeper parts of ourselves so that we may emerge more whole, more sovereign, more radiant in our light than ever before? Now, that term, the dark night of the soul, is often misunderstood because this is not just about feeling sad or struggling, moving through challenging moments, as I said, being brought to our knees. This is an initiation. It's a sacred passage where the old self dissolves, making way for the soul's true essence to rise. It's the moment when everything we once held onto, our identities, beliefs, and attachments, begins to fall away. And while it may feel like darkness, in truth, it really is the birth of light. It is the sacred emptying before the great becoming. And during this eclipse season, this process is really intensified. The lunar eclipse that we had in Virgo last week has unearthed old karmic imprints, ancestral wounds, and deep layers of conditioning that have kept us small. It's asking us to witness ourselves fully and to meet our shadows with love and to surrender what no longer serves. And now, as we walk this portal toward the solar eclipse in Aries, we are being asked, who are we without the illusions? What remains when all else is stripped away? And the answer is our truth, our power, our divine essence waiting to rise. So, how do we move through this sacred passage with grace? Because the mind may be seeking answers, while the soul knows that this is not a process to be fixed, it is one to be felt. To move through the dark night, we must allow ourselves to sit in the space between the discomfort, the unknown, the surrender, This is where the alchemy happens. We are being asked to surrender into the discomfort, into that unknown, and into this period of in between. Some ways that you can navigate this passage, or that might be supportive as we move through this in between space, is to be with stillness and reflection, to allow yourself to just be present with what arises without judgment. I've been inviting the members of our Temple of Light community to really sit, even just for 10, 20 minutes a day, in stillness, to sit in with the uncomfortable, into the darkness within, to the shadow spaces within, and to not do anything, to simply be with it, to sit without judgment, to sit in surrender with it. And this is actually quite a soothing practice, because it allows you to find that inner peace again. It allows you to find the peace with what is occurring outside of you by going within. Another way is journaling and self-inquiry. So connecting with what beliefs or patterns are dissolving, what are coming up for you now, what are you noticing that has a similar theme? What new truths are emerging? Something that has been presenting itself for me is been looking at things as if two sides of the coin. So we have one side of the coin is fear, one is love. You might say that the fear is dark, the love is light. And what are we looking at from that fear, dark side of the coin? What is on the light? What is on the love side of that? What is the opposite of that? And this can be a really interesting practice, because where your power lies is seeing what the truth is, what the love, the light aspect of what is dissolving, what is transmuting and alchemizing at this time. It can help you make different choices. It can help you navigate the experience of the discomfort by bringing some light of awareness to it as well. Another way to navigate this passage is to utilize energetic support. So that might be through light language, sound healing, meditative journeys, anything that you feel resonant with. You know, YouTube is such a wonderful resource. You may have things saved for yourself, or this may be something that you can do for yourself if you have your light language activated, if you work with sound tools, anything that you can employ to connect to your energy and support the transmuting, the alchemy, what is arising within you. You may also like to seek some energetic support from a practitioner through a modality that feels like it is going to be of an assistance for you at this time. And lastly, but most importantly, trusting in the unfolding, because you are not lost. You are in a sacred metamorphosis right now. So honor and trust the process. This is temporary. It will pass. So if you can allow yourself to let go and trust the unfolding, trust the process, to honor yourself through this by utilizing stillness and reflection, journaling and self-inquiry, energetic support, or any self-care practices, nourishing yourself with good food and water, with rest, getting out in nature, grounding in any way that you can, anything that is going to make you feel good as you allow all of this process to take place. And as we now move toward the solar eclipse in Aries, this is the phase we are preparing for rebirth. So all that you're doing in this in between is preparing you for this rebirth through the solar eclipse. And this is the moment where the fire within is reignited. It is the return of passion, of purpose, of divine embodiment. But this isn't about force, it's about alignment. The solar eclipse is calling us to act from a place of deep truth, to step into our light without hesitation, without fear, and without apology. It is an activation of divine leadership, not as an external role as we have come to know leadership to be, but as an inner embodiment. So if you've been feeling like everything is crumbling, trust that you are simply being stripped of all that is not truly you. You are being initiated into a higher timeline, a higher expression of your soul's path. So the way forward is not to resist this, but to surrender, to allow the shedding of all that is not this, to then allow yourself to rise renewed, transformed, and fully awakened to who you truly are. To close this sacred episode, my dear friends, I invite you to take a moment to place your hands on your heart, to close your eyes and take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Feel the expansion within you. Feel the light within you. Feel the weight of your body settling into the surface beneath you. With each breath, allow yourself to soften, to surrender, to be held in this sacred moment. Bringing your awareness to your heart space. Imagine a gentle golden light pulsing here. Steady, warm, eternal. This is your inner sanctuary, your divine flame, the place where all of you is welcomed, honored, and embraced. Now, in your mind's eye, imagine yourself standing at the entrance of a sacred cave. This cave represents the depths of your soul, the place where your fears, your wounds, your forgotten truths reside. There is no fear here, only remembrance, only wisdom waiting to be reclaimed. You take a step forward, and then another, allowing yourself to enter the cave with curiosity, with love. The deeper you go, the softer the noise of the outside world becomes. Here, there is only stillness, only truth. Notice what appears around you. perhaps symbols, memories, old emotions rising to the surface. If something calls for your attention, do not turn away. Gently ask, what are you here to show me? What do you wish to reveal? And simply listen. As you stand in this sacred space, you may sense a presence approaching. This is an aspect of yourself that has long been hidden, waiting to be acknowledged. Perhaps it is a younger version of you, or a part of you carrying old pain, fear, or doubt. As they stand before you, look into their eyes. Feel their emotions, their longing to be seen. And now, with your hand over your heart, whisper to them, I see you. I honor you. I love you. You are safe now. As these words flow from your heart, watch as their energy begins to shift, softening, transforming. This part of you no longer needs to be feared, no longer needs to be suppressed. Instead, it is returning to the wholeness of your being, bringing with it deep wisdom and deep power. As you prepare now to leave the cave, a soft golden light begins to emerge in the distance. This light is your truth, your essence, your divine rebirth calling you forward. Walk toward it feeling lighter with each step, feeling free, knowing that you have reclaimed a sacred piece of yourself. As you step into the light, allow it to fill your entire being. Breathe it in. Let it dissolve all that is not truly you. Let it expand through your heart, your mind, your soul, radiating outward, igniting your next chapter with clarity, purpose, and love. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling slowly now. Feeling yourself gently returning to the present moment, carrying this newfound wisdom within you. Bringing your awareness back to your body, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes if needed. And when you are ready, softly opening your eyes. You are not lost. You are in transformation. Trust this journey, beloved one. The dawn is rising. You are not alone. You are held. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Trust this sacred unfolding. You are rising. You are rising. You are rising, beloved one. This is Ali. Thank you, my dear friends and beautiful souls. I appreciate you deeply and your presence here in co-creation and remembering of your mastery and divine truth as a sovereign being. If this has sparked something for you and you need additional support, or you are feeling ready to make change, to step into your own inner leadership and mastery, then please make sure to check out the show notes for ways in which you can work with me, either one-on-one, or I would love you to come and join us in my membership community, the Temple of Light, where we come together to walk this path of coming home to ourselves together in community. Thank you for joining me here at the Sacred Light Collective. If you found this episode resourceful, please share it with others who may benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the heart of personal empowerment and self-mastery. Until next time, trust your inner voice, embrace your truth, and remember that you are always safe to be you. And as always, my dear soul family and friends, the light, the love, and the divinity within me honors the light, the love, and the divinity within you. Until next time, much love.